Well, good evening, everybody. So we are in the last week of the season. So I missed last week, unfortunately. I was away, and it sounded like the guys had a similar sort of story that we've had for the rest of the season. Got into quite a strong position, unfortunately got pegged back, and then ultimately just pipped at the post in the last couple of minutes. So, yeah, frustrating, I think. And I think for me, being the head coach, not being there, it's difficult. It's difficult to kind of switch off when you're away. You're constantly thinking, oh, what's happening back there? And then I'm obviously always worried about, are the same messages kind of getting put across? Are we playing the way that I want them to play? All that sort of stuff. But yeah, kind of coming back and sort of hearing about kind of the game and how the game's gone really made me think that, look, we've really had a same sort of narrative that's run through our entire year. If games finished after about 55 minutes, we'd probably be getting promoted, if I'm honest. Just after that sort of time frame, we're just not able to kind of hold on to games. We're not able to kind of convert our chances, which is a little bit concerning. But it's something that can be fixed, something that we can do. We can do things about, and hopefully that kind of gives you a bit of positivity leading into the next season. I think with this Saturday coming up, obviously it's our last game. It's our last game of this season. We can't go up, we can't go down. So as far as I'm concerned, and the way that I'm going to approach it, and the way I'm going to speak to the boys about it is, let's just go have some fun. Sun's meant to be shining. It's meant to be a great day. We are going to South Yorkshire, which I can only describe as rage in a cage. It's always been that way, and it's going to be an interesting game on Saturday. And I think my notes to the boys will be: let's throw the ball around, let's have a bit of fun, let's get back to this idea of just playing. Because, like I said, there's nothing riding on today. Even if we win, I think we can finish. I think the highest we can finish is like 6th or 7th, and if we lose, I think the lowest we can finish is 8th. So it really doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that we're getting the prize money or anything like that. This is the last game of the season. We're not in any cup competitions or anything like that. So I just want them to go out there, put a smile on their face, and let's move this ball around. Let's just have a bit of fun, and then we can kind of have a couple of months off, and then start again in the next season. But I think for me, and I'll kind of say this to the guys on Saturday. It's been a real honour to kind of coach them this year. It's been hard. It's been testing us quite a bit. And it's kind of tested the club, from a club's point of view. We started with 2 teams, and we've always been a club that's always had 2 very strong teams as well. Turning out those consistently. And we've gone from that to a situation where we've got 1 team, and we've got an inconsistent amount of boys that are turning up for that, and for loads of different reasons. And we've been really unlucky with a load of injuries this season, and we've had a lot of changes, kind of people leaving the area, people leaving the club, all those type of things. But such is the way of this sport. Such is the way of the way that we are set up, being grassroots community rugby. Other things take priority. But yeah, I think, from my point of view, it's been an absolute honour to kind of be the coach again this year. It's been brilliant to be able to do that with a lot of support around me, a lot of guys there to kind of help out, who have helped when I've not been able to kind of take the training sessions or be there for the games. And I wouldn't be able to do it without you. And kind of to the players, and I'll say this to them, they are the club, and without them, then there isn't a club. So it's been fantastic. It's not exactly been the season that we wanted. We've probably beaten a record for the most number of points conceded. That's without this coming Saturday. So I'm hoping we can keep it to a respectable score. But yeah, it's been brilliant. It's been crazy. I feel like we started this season about 3 years ago, if I'm honest with you, and I think everybody is just kind of ready for a bit of a break, a bit of a step away for a little bit. So yeah, I'll check in with you next week, let you know how it goes as the sort of the curtain starts coming down on the season for us.